It's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Dairoku, continuing Sami's route, and we are going to Kikutsune with everybody, but nope, we're going with Sami. Yay! Anyway, here we go. Doing your best. I made a rare trip back to the real world, taking some time to shop before returning to Kikutsune. Kinka, Tamamo, these are the sweets I was talking about before. There are even these flowers that you can eat too. Wow, they're so pretty! Oh, these are quite beautiful. I even feel I'd rather decorate with them than eat them. Her voice isn't quite right. What's this called again, Mew? It's Bavarian cream cake. The translucent part here is gelatin, I think. Bavarian? Gelatin? The sweet shop needs to hear about this. They work so hard to copy the real world thanks to Shiro, not Shino. Right, okay. Thanks to Shiro's influence. Humans drink that thing called coffee, right? You drink it while eating sweets, right? The shop's saying they want to serve that too. The coffee you get from trees? They said they could do it how humans do it. And they said they were going to release it as a new product soon. Coffee. And that they wanted you to taste it when they do, Spacey. Oh, nice. I'd like to try Sakuratani coffee. That means they grew some in this world, right? Right. Ayakashi had nothing to do. We're all busy now trying to grow crops. Really, it's so strange since there's no need for them to work at all. What? You can't talk, Tamamo. You run a store and all. Exactly. I consider myself strange, too. I might be doing it because I want to hear about as many people in Ayakashi as I can. The store's also a hobby, a practical benefit. If mountains of information come to me, I have no other choice than to do business. I see. So those are some of the reasons why Tamamo continues to run the store. It helps, too, that your store is around, Tamamo. It'd make me happy if you kept it running from here on out. Oh, that's right. This is thanks for the lipstick you shared with me a while ago. After taking the lipstick out of the bag I brought with me from the real world, I take the cap off and show the two of them the color. Oh, and this is lipstick from the real world, Right, it doesn't have any spiritual Ayakashi power in it like those made in this world. Oh, wow, Mew! It's all shiny, Mew! True, and this shimmer to it, as if it were wet. Almost makes it look like a pearl. You have a good eye, Tamamo. Cosmetics like this that have luster to it are often popular in the real world. Sparkly is best, bitch. This is lipstick that's not as flashy, but there's also... Next, I take out an eyeshadow palette, and when I open the lid, I see Kinka's eyes begin to glitter. Meow! It's even shinier! Yeah, I like glittery eyeshadow. She would be me. Woo! Oh, it's as if stars were sprinkled all over them. They're pretty, aren't they? This is called eyeshadow, and you use them around your eyes in the real world. Sounds fun! Spacey, let's use it sometime, Mew! Oh my god, I cannot wait for Makeup Girl Date. I brought these as gifts from the real world, so this one's actually yours, Kinka. What? Are you sure? I do hope you'll use it, but only if you really do like it. I will! I want it! Mew! Thank you, Spacey! Huh. Do you not really like it, Tamamo? That's not it. By chance, did you already leave your own shopping at home? No, I came right over here after coming back from the real world. Huh? You didn't buy anything for yourself? Huh? Well, no, But what's in the bag were just those snacks and makeup for me and Tamamo, right? Oh, of course not. I brought bandages too, see? They're like, Ayakashi rarely get injuries, and even when they do, they heal right away, right? So I have to go to the real world to find these, and... Spacey! Whoa! Around my stomach was Kinka, around my head was Tamamo, both of them squeezing me tightly. What's gotten into the both of you? I love this. I don't know, Mew! I don't know, but I just felt I wanted to do this, Mew! Though I understand why. She's worried about you, Spacey. Huh? Worried about me? I didn't intend to make anyone feel that way, and worried about how to react in turn. What the heck are you all doing? Sammy's like, he walks in, he's like, what is happening here? And I kind of like it. You just walk in and like, Kinko's wrapped around your waist and Tamamo's all up in your grill, and you're like, what? Just having a girl date, Sammy, Jesus. What, you don't hug your boys? You should hug the boys, man. Don't be a bitch about it. Hug your friends. Oh, it's Tamamo. I was like, wait. Wait. It's you, Tokitsugu. Hello, Sammy. Why does my superior have to come at a weird time like this? Because it's always got to be a weird time, right? Are you on patrol right now, Sammy Mew? Yeah, I am. What are you doing making Spacey here your plaything? What are you doing here making my Spacey your plaything? You want to make me your plaything? Because, like, okay. Yes. Why is every man I'm madly in love with right now have the Irish accent? I'm just saying. In both of the games we're playing right now, I am madly in love with the man with the fucking bad accent. It's actually really hard to do it for Sammy, but it's not as hard for me to do it with other characters. I don't know why. Because maybe Sammy's like, this isn't the voice I want to have. Well, it's too fucking bad, bitch. This is the voice you have, and you have to deal with it. We're almost through the game. Oh, it's Kinka. So, Spacey only has bandages in her bag, Mew? Wait, no, I mean, that's not true. I see. I think I'm beginning to see the picture. Huh? Really? You're like, I don't understand the picture. How do you? Yep. I mean, you did it again, right? Only having others in mind on a rare visit back to the real world, not buying anything at all for yourself. Yeah, he's right! It's actually kind of scary. What's that supposed to mean? Anyway, you can guess looking and hearing about the situation. And I am Spacey superior, after all. I have a sense of how she is most of the time. Oh, quite confident about that, aren't you now? Guess I am. So that's why I brought this. With that, what Sammy took out from his pocket was... It's the cutest little freaking stuffy tiger. But the angry eyes look like Koya. Why does it have an angry Koya face? I love it. Oh my god, did Sammy buy us a little white tiger? The keychain had a mascot of a white tiger that looked cute with its dignified expression. It looks so mad. But it's like cute mad. You're like, oh, why so mad, little tiger? Boop. Boop it. Everybody boop it. Boop. Oh, it's a little Snoop. Oh wow, this is really cute. Looks just like Koya. It was made to. What are we? I don't know what we're supposed to say. It is! Looks just like Koya! It's the angry eyes. It looks just like Koya! It's so cute! Right? I planned on handing it to you tomorrow when you came into work, but I don't think I'll have the time. While on patrol, I found you here, so I thought now was a good time. With this, hopefully your bag won't be as empty, so... It doesn't look like me. It does! It doesn't! It's true, I forgot he was like a little tiger. I was like, more the eyes. I was like, what color is Koya? I can't remember. It's the eyes. I forgot he was actually tigerish. I like how he's so mad about it. This route's fun so far, anyway. It doesn't look like me. Gotta get really deep and angry with him, but... Suddenly appearing and muttering one sentence, Koya disappears immediately afterward. Koya? Whoops. He was a bit angry, wasn't he? He was. I should have known. What do I do? Even though that's what I really did think, I shouldn't have said something so careless. Really? I think it looks a lot like him, Mew. Its eyes are the same and they're so cute, Mew. I do agree with Kinka, but I can't say anything further at this point. But is it really even okay if I take this? What? You don't want it? If that's the case, then I should sport this keychain that looks so much like your page. Are you sure? No, it's not as if I don't want it. I
just feel bad for taking it without any real reason for it being given to me.
That's not that there's no reason. You're always working so hard. Just thought this might be a bit of a treat for you.
As he spoke, Sami lightly poked at the little Koya keychain I had atop my palm.
Although I've given Yakumo his own newbie gift, I did plenty of my own shopping for myself, so don't get any ideas, okay? It's nice to care about others, but if you do too much, others will worry about you, so don't go overboard, okay?
With that, Sami leaves, returning to his patrol. He's actually kind of sweet when he wants to be, you know what I mean? He's like, I got you a little stuff. Every once in a while, treat yourself, girl, but I treated you. Don't think about getting me anything else in return because, like, fucking A. This is for you. Stop. And we're going to be like, I should get Sami a gift in return. Girl, just fall in love with him. It's easier.
So Sami beat us to it, huh? I can't stay beaten like this. I'll be sure to give you something nice, too. I'll bring one of my treasures from home, too!
Huh? Oh, no, you really don't need to. I really didn't intend to buy these gifts to make them feel this way. Like, I wasn't buying you gifts to make you give me gifts, and then I have to buy you gifts, and then you give me gifts, and it's like a gift cycle, and then before we know it, we're like, I hate gifts. It's like gift miss that turns into Grinch miss, because we're like, oh, great. Oh, thanks, Cindy. I love it. More of your homemade toffee. I'm sick of this shit. Bitch gives me toffee every frickin' week. So then you're like, I'm gonna give her my special spicy enchiladas. She hates those. And then it just becomes this like violent gift, and then it just turns out into all out war. That's how all wars were started. Too many gifts given. I'm just kidding. I kind of want to see what happens in this weird alternate universe where we give too many gifts and everybody gets pissed off and hates each other about it. Oh, another fucking gift from the neighbors, you know? And it would get annoying real fast is all I'm saying.
That's right. I had a kimono and obi I wanted to try putting on you. I'll bring it right away, so just wait a moment. Hey, and I got some hair oil I recommend. I'll go and get it and come right back. Mew!
Maybe if Sami hadn't said that, I might have pushed harder to refuse their offerings. I did feel bad, but looking at their happy faces, I did feel like I could stand to graciously accept the kindness of others at times. Just like with this keychain. After heading back home that day, Koya, come on out. There was no response to my call, nor did he show himself. I do feel his presence, so he's definitely here, though. He might still be mad at me saying he looked like that white tiger keychain back at Kikutsune. I do think it's cute, and it looks like him. I stare at Koya, the little tiger that looked like Koya. But I shouldn't say that out loud anymore. I thought so, in an effort to get back on better terms with Koya as quickly as possible. It does not look like me. You think I am that cute? Yes. Huh! I am very strong, manly. Event? Okay, so this is part we've already done. After saying goodbye to Shiratsuki, so apparently we went and saw Shiratsuki, which we didn't, but it's okay. Event preparations. Alright, this is where they're all trying to, like, fool... Oh, no, wait, this isn't it. I thought this was the part where they're trying to fool us. Oh, no, right, we're talking about a gift for Shu. So we're asking everybody. Okay, I think. Is this what... Oh, no, I don't... Maybe... Or, no, did we do that before? We haven't done that part yet. I don't know. Giving thanks. Okay, yeah, no, this was. We were okay, we were leading up to that. So we checked with Sami, obviously. Yeah, okay. Sami, I have a question. I told Sami that I wanted to get a gift for Shu from the real world.
You sure are creative.
Do you think it's weird?
No, wait. It's a great idea. I might have been reluctant to help you out, so I'm sure he'd appreciate your gratitude.
Oh, right, because we fainted in this field of autumn leaves, and then we went, all right, okay.
Mitsuchi never interact with Ayakashimori or Ayakashi. The idea of getting him a gift from the real world's a very new idea.
I thought the same thing. The problem is that I have no idea what to get. A game, clothes, food?
They all seem like nice options.
Sami, can't you sense in Ayakashi's feelings? Put those prying eyes to use and help me out.
Oof! Tell me how you really feel. Psh, whatever. Hey, the reason I keep an eye on you and Tadashi is because I care about the both of you. Don't go making it something it's not.
You like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward? I have that SpongeBob face on. You like Sammy started rambling about how he's my senior, but decided it would be best to just ignore. But I decided it would be best to just ignore it. I wonder what Shu would like. I wish I knew what he likes to eat, then maybe I'd have a better idea.
Wow, you're gonna just ignore your boss, huh?
I'm not ignoring you. I didn't think I needed to acknowledge you because I already know you're a great boss.
Aren't I? To commend you for that little answer, I'll join you for a little day out in the sun.
Excuse me?
Isn't looking for a gift more fun with company. I'll see you at 10 a.m. in front of your dorm.
Oh my god, I want... Please... Okay, we're gonna wear normal clothes. We always wear the same outfit, though, don't we? We never wear normal clothes. I want to wear normal clothes, and I want to see Sammy in a normal, like, not uniform outfit. I need to see it. I need to see Sammy in a not uniform. It's gonna be weird. Oh, okay. We're going on a date with Sammy! I love it. I had a lot of questions I wanted to ask him. Are you for real, or are you sure among them? But he made up his mind, so I wasn't arguing. Are you for real? Like that. His expression seems serious enough. But he's joking, right? Ugh, confusing.
Hey, morning.
Yeah, he's wearing normal clothes. He's not wearing normal clothes. That makes me so mad. I want him to wear normal clothes. Good morning. The next morning, Sammy really came and met me in front of my dorm. He wasn't kidding. I really do wish that they would have, like, I get it because it's, like, easier to draw the sprites with, like, one outfit and maybe just change their expression, like, not have to change their clothing. But I do wish when we were, like, but I think it's the same when we went to the real world with Hajun and Akuro. I think we were wearing our uniform. But it'd be so much better if they changed it. So, like, we were there in, like, Yakumo and I were in normal clothes. And then Sammy shows up. I just want to see what Sammy's normal outfit is. Also, Sammy's normal outfit with his glasses on, and you're like, stop it. I just need to see him in his glasses more, okay? We got one CG with his glasses on, and I just can't think of anything else. Aside from the CG when he was, with the sprite where he was all sexy with his eyes open, and it's like, gah! I'm game? I'm gonna need you to hit me with this. This is the second part, and Sammy, right? I think it is. I'm gonna need you to hit me with another sexy Sammy, okay? Yeah, because I mean, like, sure, he exists and he's pretty and I love him, but, like, I'm gonna need one of those, like, other moments where you're like, holy shit, stop it! I need more surprises. Every episode, we need a fucking surprise Sammy. Although going on a date with him was a little bit of a surprise, so anyway. I was skeptical at first, but I'm glad he came.
How are you feeling?
I feel a lot better. Thanks for asking. I'll keep these visits up in the future.
I'm glad. It's hard to work when you're tired. It's noonish in the real world, so let's make sure to get some sun so you don't get dizzy.
Right. I'm starting to feel like a vampire.
Huh. Well, that sounds familiar. Tadashi said something similar way back when. We're nocturnal thanks to the Ayakashi, I guess.
I wonder if he had to make Yakumo go back to the real world like this too. If that's true, then maybe Sammy's almost a little too caring toward his staff. He's a good boss to look after us like this. He should stop poking fun as much as he does. I guess that's just what makes him Sammy. Yeah, it's just like, he's a good boss. He's a little bit of a dick, though. Like, he's a good boss, but he's still an ass. Like, but you love him. As I pondered, we passed the Kokuromon in Nakakuni and headed to the real world. Kokuromon. I said that right, yeah. Okay. I spent that morning with Sammy looking for gifts Shu might like. Oh, I really was hoping we'd actually have, like, a little moment in the real world, but okay, alright, whatever, game. Sure, game. We can gloss over that and be like, oh, we went to the real world and had a great time, and then be done with that, not have, like, a few moments in the real world. But then in the bad ending and the normal ending, we gotta go for 6 fucking hours and rehash all the motherfucking shit we learned in the regular endings. Really? That's where you put your effort? Could've just, I'm just saying. Could've just given me a Sammy date, but no, couldn't do that. No. Still really salty about those endings. Thanks for coming with me. I was able to find something nice after all.
Hopefully Shu likes it. You can just give it to the Oni if he returns it.
You're right. I bought an old video game that all of the Oni would totally get hooked on. It's not a new game, so it was very easy on my wallet.
Oh, and this.
Sammy brought out something he'd purchased. He handed me a small paper bag. Do you want me to hold this for you? What do you mean?
That's for you.
Huh? My eyes darted between him and the bag. No, it makes me happy. Thank you.
Well, that's all you had to say. If only you'd be honest all the time.
I love you, marry me. What? Nothing. It's only because you make fun of me first. I glared. My boss was chuckling with glee. I looked down at my gift one more time. He bought us cookies. Like, what a good man. A basket of cookies. It looked so good. My time back in the real world was refreshing, and as much as I didn't want to admit it, Sami's kind gesture energized me. I was truly grateful. Oh, now we go giving thanks to Shu, and then we find him. Okay. Stop him! Here, I bought you a gift! Take it! I'm gonna guess we go with Sami. Oh, look at that. Nakakuni with Sami. I think the reason why you do Sami, I mean, I don't know what else is going to come out in his route, but I feel like his route last is almost better just because in the other ones, at least you're going to the different sectors and you're getting to know the Ayakashi. And this one, you're like, only know Sami, staying at Nakakuni all the time, never exploring the world. And it'd be weird if this is what you did at the beginning instead of like, oh, I'm going to poke around and explore the world the first time, you know? Although if you just did where you went to different places in each, like in the very beginning and just ended up on a random route, that'd be one thing. But like we went specifically like I'm only going to here, but at least you got to see the Ayakashi. Like the whole point of this game is you're working with Ayakashi, and yet in Sami's route you barely talk to them. So like, yeah, so it's kind of nicer because in Sami's route you're like, let's just pretend, oh yeah, I visited Shiratsuki, I was ever talking to Akuro, I got to know Shu a little bit, like blah blah blah, like all the things are kind of happening in tandem. Except for the romancy bits, and then you're romancing Sami on the side. You know what I mean? You know? And that's kind of the way his route feels, because you're like, oh, we know Shiratsuki. We've hung out with him a couple times. You know? We've hung out with Akuro. You know? Maybe we took Hajun to the real world, and all that shit still happened, and we know that the chief is shady as fuck. Like, I don't know. You know? Yakumo and I worked together to carry a mountain of documents and literature we had to return back to the archive department. Thanks for helping with even my share, Yakumo. Oh, it's difficult to digitally archive books like these, so it's hard to always have to use physical copies to look something up, huh? Part of my work as a newbie was returning all the documents Tokitsugu borrowed. I learned a lot from the documents and references he looked at, plus it did help me get physically stronger. Yakumo boasted proudly as he pushed the pushcart we borrowed from the General Affairs. There's a lot we have to return this time around, but it's actually not that much considering Sami's portion isn't here. A single cart was enough to hold both our documents, but Sami had enough to fill 3. Sami's always checking out a lot of documents, but is that mostly to investigate how to stop Sakuratani's barrier from getting weaker? Oh, you've heard about that from Tokitsugu too? I have a feeling that we're the special, because otherwise why would we be? I mean, I feel like that would be like you know what I mean? We're always the special. Somehow. And it's not just, hi, because we're dating the boys. That's also usually part of it, but just saying. Yeah, but I guess the one who told me about it in detail was Chief Tokiwa. He said the barrier's weakened because we're not holding the same rituals as the bloodline did. That's right. That's why the Chief and Tokitsugu are looking for households with the same bloodline, and for other ways to stabilize the barrier. But other squads don't actually know about this much, or aren't really taking it seriously in any case. What? But this is pretty serious, right? Right, that's why other posts know of it, and these things happen in the real world too, right? Even though people are told something terrible will happen to the Earth as things are, everyone just sort of thinks everything's fine. I was literally like, it's like global warming. And then he's like, people just keep doing shit. And you're like, I mean, I have a very limited time on Earth. I could spend all of that stressed out about things that are mostly outside of my control. You know, like, I recycled. Okay, fine. But like, I can't save the planet. One individual. Like, if we all did a little bit, sure, maybe. But, like, one person, you can make a difference. No, you can't. No, you really can't. Hi. No, you can't. Sorry. Like, I hate to break it to you. You can feel like you're doing something, but you're really not doing anything. You're not really making it better. You're not making it a hell of a lot worse. And chances are I'm going to die before all that happens. So, fuck the future generations, I guess. I mean, and that's probably what these people are thinking. They're like, I mean, the Earth, the real world's going to hell in a handbasket. Here's going to hell in whatever. Like, we're all going to die anyway. I'm not saying you should light everything on fire and burn all the trees down, but I'm just saying, like, I mean, you do little small things, but you can't stress about every little thing outside of your control because there's so much other shit in life every goddamn day that is stress-worthy. So, like, you pick your battles. This is your battle, guys. You are picking this one. The rest of them are like, look. I gotta work with this dick. That's all I can handle today. So, that's their tolerance for bullshit. Just like, yeah, I get it. Still, if the chief and Sami are putting effort toward this, then I think it's actually a pretty bad situation. Right. It wasn't that I made light of the situation, but I felt how serious it was from Yakumo. So, is the reason why you're reading a lot of this literature is to help with that? Yeah, although only a bit. The many documents regarding how Sakuratani came to be and past rituals were burned, there are still a lot of documents from the past. In all the ancient writings that I learned about in my classes, if you read them in a particular way, they sometimes even reference Sakuratani. Wow. That all seemed far deeper than I can imagine, and coming from Yakumo. I mean, I don't think Yakumo's an idiot, but I never really thought of him as like, wow, you were a genius. It's like, yeah, I'm a little surprised. Yakumo underestimated you. Just thought you were a cute little puppet. Look at you, you're a puppet with a brain. It's not all wood in there, buddy. Knock, knock. That being the case, on top of looking into things regarding our normal work here, time goes by really quickly for me. You feel that way too, huh, Yakumo? I feel like it takes the whole day just to read through all the documents. And I feel like that's the same for everyone, and that might be why a lot of the other squad leaders don't actively talk about this. It might not happen so far as to call the future, but it'd be pointless to be preoccupied with that when we can't accomplish our work now. I see. Then what about us who do know about it? Every once in a while I'm reading things and I'm like, am I just messing up the translate and like reading weird? It just really is written weird sometimes, and sometimes it hits you and you're like, what? I'm sure they recognized our desire to help. Either that or Sami just wanted us to suffer like him for the sake of it. That sounds like a Sami thing. Either one of those seem possible, huh? As we were talking, who's saying, oh, it's you, Yakumo? Oh, it's you, Yakumo. Kusamoto, it's been a while. Kusamoto. We came across a man coming out of the Tachibana squad's office who casually addressed Yakumo. Kusamoto came on the same year as me and was in Sami's squad, but moved to Tachibana squad after last year's restructuring from human resources. I'm Spacey. It's very nice to meet you. Same here. Our squad leader's been all jealous after hearing Sami brought a girl on board. Speaking of squad leaders, it was pretty crazy coincidence, but I saw Sami in the real world. I don't know if he's like a good guy or not, but like I feel like I give all these guys like douche voices, and then they turn out to be like nice. Like, what the fuck was the guy in the last route? What was his name? And you're like, oh, Kawada? Was he? Like, he actually was a nice dude, but he sounded like an asshole. Huh? In the real world? That is a coincidence. We're always over here, so how do I put it? He gives off this aura that he's refined, right? So he stands out way more in the human world. Stands out? Tokitsugu? You mean he was doing something strange? No, that aura, holding a book in one hand while drinking tea, was too pretentious for me. Was he wearing his glasses? All of a sudden, Spacey's brain went click. Okay, but like, when he was reading the book and holding the tea in his hand, was he wearing his glasses? Yeah, tell me about it. Tell me in great detail how sexy he looked reading. I have problems. It's suffocating when you think about how his subordinates have to be just as put together. But, well, if you can't take it anymore, come over to my squad. I'll let the squad leader know. Really? Wait. I want to stop this guy and be like, wait, hold on. So, like, Sami's so, like, refined and sexy. I get that. Okay, but, like, so we have to be that way? And he's like, yes. And you're like, have you met Yakumo? And he's like, of course. And you're like, I mean, I'm just saying. Yakumo is, like, freaking like a mess. He can't even write a report without waxing poetic about Kinko, but he's refined and put together? He looks like a puppet. Look at him. Look at him making his little marionette puppet face. I mean, I love the boy, but like refined and put together is not how I would describe Yakumo at all. Also, I don't think I'm quite refined and put together either, so I shouldn't be talking, but like, I'm just saying. guy, I don't... Put on your glasses, bro, because you're crazy. Anyway. Kusamoto ended his conversation and left us after a quick farewell to go on patrol. Jeez, he really hasn't changed. He's always saying only whatever he wants from his end and just leaves after that. It was a bit entertaining, though. Talking about Sami and his overwhelming aura. He does have one. Yeah, I understand the part about being refined. There's no wasted effort in his movements, but he never seems like he's rushing. Always calm. Right. That's why it's pretty worrying when Sami gets even a little restless. Oh, I totally get that. You have to think, like, what is it that could make Sami worry? Or when he gets angry and then he opens his eyes and it's sexy as fuck. I think, and this is like the lead up. They're like, yeah, I mean, like, you know, when Sami opens his eyes, right, all hell's gonna break loose. Cause, like, literally. You're like, oh, shit's going down. Like, I don't know if he's gonna stab me or stab someone else, but he's stabbing someone. Anyway. It's nice having someone in the same squad and being able to talk about all these Sami-isms. When it comes to people from other squads, they seem a bit differently. But that just might be because we're used to him, and if you were to just look at him, he's a pretty intimidating person, don't you think? I know, like, sometimes being that hot is intimidating. Yakumo falls into thought for a moment, looking somewhere far away. It's true there was a point when a lot of people came to me, telling me how they wanted to get closer to Tokitsugu. Oh, really? Were they men? Women? Like, were they men? Well, really? Other guys? Women? Girls? Ladies? Were they pretty? Were they prettier than me? Was he interested? Did he look interested? What? Nothing? Both, actually. Fans, people who wanted to go out with him, people who wanted to curry favor with him since it looked like since it looked to them he'd be promoted. People who wanted to go out with him. People that wanted to go, Sami. Well, when he saw me in a panic, Sami sorted them all out one after another, and now it rarely ever happens. He probably went up to him and was like, if you talk to my puppet man ever again, I'll kill you. You really went through a lot of trouble when Sami's squad first started out, huh, Yakumo? Yeah, when I first started, even I was anxious seeing how amazing he was, and even thought he was scary sometimes. Don't you still? I want to travel back in time and see Sami. It might be a bit difficult to see, but I know he's a really deeply caring person, so... Who's what now? Whoa! At some point, Sami had been standing beside us. I love the fact that he just sneaks up like a ghost. We're like, yeah, he's talking about it. He's like, oh, yeah, I bet that'd be interesting. And you're like, right, I know. And then 20 minutes later, you're like, when did you get here? Huh? Since when were you listening in on us? Let's see. Thinking it was around. Speaking of squad leaders, it was a pretty crazy coincidence, but I saw Sami. Since there? Let us know you're around! That's basically since the beginning. He's just been following us and we haven't noticed him. We are either very unobservant or the man's a ghost. Well, I just thought it was a good chance to hear some frank opinions about me from my team. Thank God. Wait. Were you here when I asked Kusamoto to tell me how hot you looked in your glasses while you were reading a book? He's like, what? No, nothing. Never mind. No, you weren't. He didn't. Okay, just fine. I think I got Tadashi's take. But how about you? Huh? I panicked with the sudden question thrown at me. Right. To me, Sami is hot AF. A childish person, a mean person. Oh. Really? Hot as fuck as... You would tell your boss that? Even if you thought your boss was attractive? You're like, oh, yeah, my boss. No, he's good looking. But, like, you wouldn't be like, what do you think of me? You're hot. I don't think she realizes that yet. I'm not really sure. Oh! Okay. Save here, man. Really? Woo! I don't know. I have not scrolled. I scrolled up to see save file. I'm really kind of curious in this one. One is going to lead down the bad ending. Oh, okay. I feel like saying mean is like harsh. You know what I mean? Because you're like, you're mean. He can be mean, but it's more like he's childish. And like saying you're childish is not a bad thing. Like, it can be, but you're a little childish. But, like, it's okay to have some, like, childlike wonder in your life as long as you can still be responsible. And I feel like if she told him he was childish, you're not responsible and you're not a good Bob, but you can be childish with your teasing and shit. But if you're like, you're mean! Like, you're mean! I mean, it's great, but you're mean! Like, mean just doesn't have any good connotations, right? So... We say a mean person? That's the good ending? Well, I would have failed this. Azul, why'd you fall over, buddy? I'm sorry, my little Azul plushie is like passed out. Grell pushed him. If I were to be honest, I think you're a mean person. What? You're actually saying it? The fact that I was trying my best not to face. Yakumo? I smile awkwardly at Sami playing around with Yakumo. I've said something similar in the past. I know that you're always looking closely at us, and there are all sorts of kind parts in you. You do tease and trouble us, but you let us know you do it all in jest, and sometimes it's out of making us better, so it doesn't bother me at all. That was how Sami places himself amongst others. He would honestly never cross the line. Oh, I was about to say the same thing. It's more Sami-isms. Huh, riding gallantly on those coattails, Yakumo. Maybe I'll convince myself that's the case, I really do think that. You won't believe me? These two really do make a good comedy duo. The magician and his puppet. It's more like the ventriloquist and his dummy. But anyway, well, no, Yakumo speaks for himself. He's not really a dummy. He just looks like a puppet. Well, still, I'm glad. I'm grateful that's what you really think of me. And that means I can be as mean as a boss as I want with no reservation. So take these documents back, okay? What? I look at the push carts and see another cart with a mountain of documents considerably larger than mine and Yakumo's portions. A third cart just came out of nowhere! Toketsugu, was this your plan all along? Who knows? Get it done and hurry back, okay? Your job isn't just to put away documents, you know. Leaving that comment with us, Sami walks away. He sure is refined. Yep. Right? He's almost too calm, so that's why everyone thinks he's older than the chief. The chief looks so young after all. Though it's a bit scary to think how natural he would look with a high school uniform on. In reality, what Sami entrusts us with is organizing the documents. I want to be of more help, but I need to be able to take care of myself first. I smiled as I gazed at my own documents, clearly intended for beginners compared to Sami and Yakumo's. I think it's funny that we called him a mean person. He's like, ha, good! It's weird. But okay. You know, Sami's fucking bonkers, so... I mean, I was just assuming we're going here. I didn't even scroll up. Yeah, Nakakuni, Sami. Back to the map, Nakakuni with Sami. Research work. A few days after Yakumo and I returned the documents Sami borrowed. Hello, I have a delivery. Oh. In the middle of working, I heard a cart being pushed, and in came... Hanaoka? Well, I've seen several times... Hanaoka. Hanaoka sounds like a woman's name, but I don't know. It could be a last name. Oh yeah, okay. Because Hana is, you know, it's flower, but Hanaoka just that part. But just as I stood up to greet her, Sami got up and approached her faster than I could. Whoops! Guess I missed my timing. I always tried to do the busy work expected of a newbie, but Sami was always quick to act, making it too late for me once I noticed. And then he's like over there and you're like, are you in love with her? Do you like her? She's really pretty. Spacey, she's 84. Yeah, but she's like pretty for 84. Oh, Hanoka, you brought that over here for us. Thanks for coming all this way. Oh, I just had some spare time. And besides, the good sir's always bothering me to come by if I ever have time. The good sir? I see. Guess you can't really turn down a request from the good sir. He's pretty strict, that one. It may not hurt a newbie, but it's a bit much for this old... Man? Didn't we just say her? Is Hanoka a man or a woman, game? Pick one! I thought it was an old lady now. Anyway. What are you talking about? You're still plenty young.
Oh, I'll take care of that.
I'm just going to pretend Hanoka is a woman, because she said... As he spoke, Sami stopped the worker trying to lift down a heavy-looking cardboard box, and easily lifted it up.
Hey, not bad, Sami. Still not ready to be outdone by the young ones, are ya? Oh, come on. I'm still plenty young, too. How old do you think I am? 20, maybe 30.
I don't know what Hanoka's voice is all over the place, getting slowly older as it goes.
Hanoka age?
Hanoka's dead.
Ah, well, who cares, huh? So what about the real young'uns, huh? You know, that one who's always so easy to tease.
Real young'uns? Well, Yakumo's technically younger than me. I almost couldn't stop myself from laughing. He's definitely easy to tease, so.
Tadashi, right? He's busy since he has a junior of his own, so I can't order him around anymore. Sad for me and the archive department. It's no burden, but the good sir just doesn't seem to like anyone getting lax, so he keeps piling on more work. He's quite the straight-laced worker, after all. Oh, that's right. Since you're here, let me introduce you to our newbie. Spacey, come over here.
Right. Called over by Sami, I get up in a fluster.
Hanoka, this is our new newbie.
Oh, this one's our newbie. I read this is our new newbie. That's not what it said at all.
This one's our newbie. She's a model student, and she'll be asking for plenty of help.
Hello, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Spacey Akitsu, and I was just appointed to Sami's squad this year.
Why, hello. You've been to the archives before, haven't you? So you're one of Sami's. I'll be having her go over to the archives a lot. Don't hold back with piling it all on her. What a pain that must be. Do your best, Spacey. Looking forward to working with you.
Yes, I look forward to working with you as well.
Oh boy, we didn't get anyone this time, but it's nice to have a hard worker in your place. Well, it'll be a while until we get enough people. Oh, you were all right on time, Hanoka. Won't the good sir drop the hammer if you don't get back soon? Oh, you're right. All right, I'm off. Good work to you two. Good work to you, you two. You can bring the cart when you return those back to us.
The worker could have gone on for another 15 minutes, but quickly left at Sami's suggestion. Sami, who's the good sir?
Oh, the section manager of the archive department and their demon editor. His name's Yoko.
Yoko.
You haven't met him before.
I've only seen him around, but didn't know his name, so I'll go greet him when I have a chance.
Well, experience is everything here. Remember, if you're asked something by the good sir and he says, you know, turn around and come back.
Uh-huh.
If you don't cut him off soon enough, or say you need to find me and turn... If you don't cut him off soon enough, or say you need to find me to turn in some documents, he'll keep going, and that'll eat up half your day.
I'll be sure I'll follow that procedure then. Listening to Sami, I guessed that Yakumo had fallen victim to Yoko multiple times. The archives section manager, Yoko, is he really that scary of a person? Though I get the feeling he and Sami get along.
And that was Hanoka.
It said he, but she said she before. I don't know. So whatever.
He's got a great personality, but likes to shirk. So if it seems like he's going on, just cut the conversation short.
Like bringing up section manager Yoko's name?
Exactly. Your thoroughness is always appreciated.
Talking to me in his usual way, where I didn't know if he was praising or joking, Sami sorts through the documents and literature he just received. Whoa, there's a huge load this time too. We just returned such a large amount the other day, and I was surprised that he was about to start studying so many things all over again. I made Sami receive our guest just now. I want to help him with something at least. Help with sorting the documents, make some tea. Probably make some tea. Hell yeah, make some tea. What? One time I got it right. We would have died instantly if we called him silly.
You think I'm silly?
Murders me. Opens eyes, stabs, dead. I do want to help, but I was hesitant to address Sami as he went right into focusing on his work. And considering the situation, I think he would ask for help if he needed it, so maybe there's something else I can do. I look around and suddenly come across my mug that was placed on the side of my desk. That's it. Coming back after preparing some black tea, I saw Sami back at his desk and flipping through the documents that just came to him. He's already done sorting through the huge pile. It seemed like an ordeal just to get it all put away. I shouldn't force myself to get involved. Good work today. I speak quietly so as not to disturb him as best I could and put down a cup. Sami looks up at me in an instant of surprise, then smiles cheerfully. See, what would have been nice is a CG of him sorting through the documents looking up over his glasses with as we hand him the mug. Or another CG where we're staring at him as he's holding the mug in one hand with his reading glasses on. And I just need I need more CGs with the glasses! You can't bait me like this, game! Give me the glasses! I really want them, though. I'm imagining he's wearing them right now. It'd actually be kind of cute if you wore him around a chain. I want him to be wearing glasses on a chain and they're just stuck. And you're always like, what's that chain around his neck? It's his glasses chain. Hot.
Seriously, it really is nice to get someone who looks like a hard worker.
Huh?
Just saying how the Sami squad's the best. Oh, that's good.
I guess that means he's happy? I mean, he's smiling. After giving Sami his tea, I returned to my own work. I wondered whether to make that or coffee. Then what Yakumo's friend said came to mind. Ah, yeah. He looks so refined, drinking his coffee, reading with the sexy glasses. No, that aura holding a book in one hand while drinking tea was too pretentious for me, and he looked ridiculously sexy in his glasses, and I can't even handle it. Really? Tell me more. Come on, Sami obviously wears reading glasses. He wears glasses, we saw it, so I'm assuming they're reading glasses. When I think back on it, Sami's always drinking tea, so he must not be much of a coffee drinker. That's fine. I'll drink the coffee, he can have the tea. It's perfect balance. I wonder why. Could it be that Sami isn't good with things that are bitter?
What? Am I that good looking?
Yes. Yeah, but that's not what I was thinking. I felt like my heart was about to stop as I was called out by Sami, who I thought was so focused on the documents he never could have noticed me. Sami has a million eyes. Again with this. You are good looking, sure, but I wasn't taken in by you or anything. I like how she's just like, yeah, I mean, you're hot, but Jesus, Sami, get over yourself. He's like, what?
You sure about that? So then, maybe you were thinking something rude about me instead.
He's so scary. If he said that, able to read my thoughts, this person wasn't Ayakashi. Even if he wasn't, he was pretty evil trying to make someone confess on just a hunch. I was not. I was just thinking about whether you might want another cup of tea.
Oh, really? I think I'll have one then. It sure would be nice to have some sweets to go with it. To relieve my fatigue, you know.
Well, if I did bring sweets, you'd probably go stuffing your face with them just to show off.
Spacey.
Yes? Oh, speaking of which, the white chocolate from that one shop just melts in your mouth, huh? All right, then. Let me go brew some more tea. The moment I move over to the desk to take the cup back from Sami... Oh my god, please give me a CG, whatever's gonna happen.
Whoops.
Oh no. My arm hit a stack of documents piled, tipping it over and sending a few papers scattering across the desk and at our feet. Oh, I thought he was gonna grab us. I'm so sorry!
No worries. I piled it all up a bit carelessly, too.
Talking as if it were nothing at all, he quickly gathers up the scattered documents. I was really hoping that we were gonna get, like, sexy Sami CG, but, like, that's not happening here. I thought he was gonna grab us. That was close. If I hit it any harder, there would have been a complete mess. As I felt both relief and a chill down my spine as the damage from my mistake was kept to a minimum. Wow, this all looks so complicated. Taking the documents in hand, I couldn't help but feel overwhelmed at how difficult Sami's research must be.
What's up? Are you interested in that book?
Oh, no, that's not it. I was just thinking how I need to study more.
Well, it'd be a big help if you could get done what I could. But that's not what work turns out to be. It's better for sure for you and Tadashi there.
It's better for sure for you and Tadashi there. Okay, it's better for you and Tadashi, the work you have, basically. Okay, I think that's what he's saying. Anyway.
Instead of just copies of me.
Are you sure about that? Oh, okay, no, he was like, it's better that you and Tadashi are you and Tadashi instead of just 2 more of me. She's like, but we'd get more done. And he's like, yeah, but it wouldn't be as much fun to tease you.
Yep. Don't put any weird pressure on yourself, okay? Though I am happy, of course, if you feel like you want to study more. Hey, yeah. How about I lend you an old book I used in the past on onmyoji techniques?
A book?
Right. That's a bit old, but easier to understand than what was given to you during training, so I'll bring it over next time I go back home. It's just, my writing's all over it, so it's not that neat and tidy, so as long as you don't mind that.
I'm curious how such an amazing student does his studying. I'll be glad to use it. You're like, there's just, that you want that, because then you're like seeing Sami's little notes everywhere, and you're like, look at his cute little handwriting. Look at his adorable notes. I don't know why, but you're like, no, I want it. I want to see your cute little fucking handwritten notes everywhere. I just feel closer to you now. Like, I don't know.
Alright, sure. I'll look forward to it in that case.
I will. I didn't expect it, but I got something great out of this. Yeah, time with Sami. Oh, and also the borrowing the book. Right as I got down on myself after letting Sami see how much I didn't know, my spirits were lifted at his unexpected proposal. Wait, did he see even all this coming? Look at him over there in the corner, smug. I thought to myself in secret, trying not to let Sami notice, while I took the cup for a second helping of tea. He's over there like, I know everything. He does. He fucking knows everything. Hiran Takao. Here we go. Hiran Takao. Hey, Takao. Buddy. What's up, buddy? Takao's Kaito Ishikawa, isn't he? I think so. He's all over everything. Didn't we say that last time? Anyway. I have to go. Okay. Right, we've already read all this. So skip to Maloo, skip to Maloo, scrolling up, and then we hit chapter 3, and we go back to the map. That's the next time. Boop, 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 boop. Right, water thing! Oh my god, we're there! Whatever. That's what's happening now. And then the kappa and the thing, and then the water thing, and then the spout, and then the thing almost hits us in the face or some shit. Something like that. Back to the map in chapter 3. We're going to Nakakuni with Tokitsugu Sami. See, I made that rhyme. Isn't that amazing? Sami's weakness! Oh. Is it cookies? Because I could get behind that. With work over, I found myself feeling a bit down. What's the matter? Oh, yeah. Yesterday on my rounds, a snow woman wanted to talk to me about building an ice castle. When I told her we'd take it into consideration, she looked so disappointed. Oh, not only is there the paperwork, but work, like needing to check in with Hajun to construct buildings or checking in with our superiors. That's even more depressing since it's about our own convenience. How do you think you would have answered her, Yakumo? Me? For starters, maybe ask about the building and confirm if the scope of it would be large or small to see if we could do it. I see. That might have assured her more if I communicated that we'd try to make it work. In times like these, our differences were obvious. That was irresponsible of me. It's thanks to Tokitsugu that I've been able to learn stuff like that. Thanks to Sami. When I had trouble dealing with their requests, just like you are now, Tokitsugu told me this. That if you can't make a decision, let them share their thoughts, then bring that back here. If the Ayakashi are telling you something or asking that you move forward with it, say you'll think it over and we'll assess from there. Wow, well, Sami was actually being a good senior. Like she said, like he was actually being, like he's always trying to be. He has moments where you're like, what is wrong with you? But he does actually care about you and try to help you do your job properly. And he's like really good support. So he's like really good at being a senior, but she's acting like she's surprised. But it is kind of funny because you're like, wow, you're like, I know this, and yet I'm still surprised every time, I guess. Yeah, I guess anyone might react like that if they see how Tokitsugu is normally. Right, yeah. We know he's amazing since we see him work from a close distance, but he can be mean sometimes, so there's such a huge gap there. It's pretty amazing that he's a squad leader at his age, isn't it? Yeah, the others are over 30. Even if you don't consider his position is because we're shorthanded, I think it's still amazing. I think Chief Tokiwa is pretty amazing too, but that goes for Sami as well. I don't think I've ever seen Sami make mistakes since I've joined. And though he might drop things or do some simple clumsy things. He's in a world so far away from mine. I still make mistakes on my reports. I get it. When I started out, I thought Sami was some sort of cyborg or something. A cyborg? I can see that. Sami doesn't seem like he has anything he can't handle or any weaknesses. Yeah, if he did, I'm sure the only one who'd know would be the chief. Yakumo? Are we going to see the chief? We're going to see the fucking chief. Get in the van, bitch! I mean, just go out in the hallway, come on! Still, it's a bit tough to just ask the chief. Yeah, it is, huh? If not him, then maybe Akuro or Shiratsuki. They're with him and talk to him often. Come to think of it, I heard Akuro had a drinking buddy, but is Sami also friendly with Shiratsuki? Yeah, they bonded over fashion. Some other Ayakashimori and I give him those magazines, but we're hopeless when it comes to all that. So, Sami's got a sense of style, too. See? Why we needed CC Sami in the real world in his real outfit and not his thing, because he would have rolled up and we would have been like, when we went the real world with Akuro, with and Hajun and Yakumo was just wearing a t-shirt and jeans like a normie. And here's freaking Sami rolling up looking like a fucking fashion model, and you're like, what? Stop it. Like, I just needed to see that. That would have been so much fucking better. You would have been like, Sami, what are you wearing? Well, you don't like it. No, I do. I like it a lot. And the glasses. I'm just saying. Stop it. Give me a CG of him in his, like, a sexy, stylish outfit. Come on! We haven't gotten any, like, thirsty CGs of Sami in this, okay? You gave me the glasses one last time. We saw the other one in Akuro's route. I'm gonna need a little bit more from you, game. It's been a while since we've seen that sprite of Sami, all I'm saying. It's been a whole route, and I'm still on it. It still feels like yesterday. That's amazing. Wow. Anyway. He seemed to be the perfect human, right? Yeah. So, I think Akuro or Shiratsuki might know something. You're right. It'll be easy to ask them. I was finally used to being around Akuro, too, and as the thought was on the tip of my tongue... Easy to ask who, what now? Sami! When did you get back? We were so surprised at the voice from behind us, we practically jumped. We gotta put a bell on you! We're gonna get him a gift, and we're like, I got you this gift! It's a eyeglass chain for your glasses, so that you don't have to keep putting them in, just in case. And he's like, oh, it's nice. Jingle, jingle, jingle. We're like, yeah, it's got bells on it. Yeah, so that we can always hear you coming. Because you sneak up on us, you motherfucker. Like a cat. We're gonna put a bell on him. Just now, I saw you two chatting and came over because I thought there was a problem. But you're conspiring in mischief together, aren't you? I sensed Yakumo asking me to avoid looking suspicious to Sami, who was keen to know what we discussed. Of course we're not conspiring. We just talked about going to Akuro and Shiratsuki would be best for recommendations within their sectors. Oh my god! Thinking on your feet, girl! I'm proud. Right! We were talking about where I might take Kinka out on a date. Huh. A date between Tadashi and Kinka. So, you aren't going to Omatsuna then? I'm sure Takao would answer you if you asked him. Well, it'd just be Hira's getaway spots anyway. Hira might actually be the one who knows quieter, more relaxing places to visit. Right, I'll try and ask Hira. I'll try heading to Amatsuna right away. Yakumo rushes out of the office at high speed. That doesn't look suspicious! We were talking about Kinka though, so maybe it's not. I thought we'd only get an answer if we asked Takao and not Hira. What's he in a panic about? He wasn't even listening to me. Takao would probably help out too, not being able to stand by and watch. Guess you're right. That's how they run things. What about you? You don't need to go on patrol. Sami pointed to his wristwatch, and I jolted as I looked at the time. I do! I'll head out on patrol right away! I'll take whichever one you're not, so just let me know which one you're off to, Kay. Oh, that's right. What should I go to? Oh. I like the fact that the game's like, oh, here's a choice, bitch. Which one's the right one? I would say, honestly, probably, we know that Akuro is closer with him, so I think Akuro's the better choice. They're closer. That's what I would say. So, yes, Akuro. I'll go on patrol on Makatsui, so is it okay if I ask you to take Kikatsune? Alright, gotcha. Be careful out there. Off to find out what your weakness is! Akuro! Hi, sweetie patooties! Boop you on the snoot. Anyway, it's time, so I'm going to stop here, and we will keep going with whatever Sami's secret is. His secret weakness. His secret. It's a weakness. His weakness. We're on his weakness. What's his weakness? The man wears glasses. He can't read without glasses! No, that's sexy, Akuro. I said weakness. Not what my weakness is. Sami wearing glasses is my weakness. Yes, but what is his weakness? Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.